and enjoyed by all. Art shows are frequent, studios, classes, sculpture, paintings on exhibit, live theater and concerts are a regular happening. Culturally rich and diverse, Florida's Treasure Coast offers a variety of artistic venues sure to please, prod, stir, and stretch your imagination. Just some of the little things that make life worth the living and visiting on Florida's Treasure Coast. Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. The Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern
in a peaceful wooded setting. Located between 20th and 27th Avenues on 15th Street, Charles Park is open from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. and has proven to be a popular spot for recreation in Indian River County.
Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. Stewart on shore. This area earns its nickname from the vast number of sunken ships off our coast, dating back to the age of New World discovery and exploration. These wooden vessels centuries later yield treasures from the ocean floor, but this stretch of the Atlantic coast is today home to modern man-made treasures and a tranquil quality of life you'll want to discover for yourself while visiting Florida's Treasure Coast. To the Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south.
Models of historic buildings and old photographs recreate times past as an audio tape guides visitors on their imaginary journey. Other exhibits include displays of natural history, both current and prehistoric, Indian artifacts, train memorabilia, industry, and agriculture, as well as Indian River County's contribution to the war years. The museum is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays from September through May. Admission is free. For more information, call 778-3435.
Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. A closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. Boating on the Treasure Coast waterways is fun for all ages and happily comes in all shapes and sizes. Pick your spot. Lakes, marshes, river, lagoon, or open sea. The watercraft you like best is easy to find and waiting for you. Canoe the river, or try your hand at sailboarding. Personal watercraft are always a favorite. Sail with the breeze, motorboat and water ski, or sit back, relax, pontoon, paddle wheel, or cruise. Go fishing on a charter boat. Whatever you like best, if it's being on the water, surf's up, and it's waiting for you on Florida's Treasure Coast. To the Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. Welcome to the Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
Just east of Highway A1A in Vero Beach sits J.C. Park. The park, along with the adjacent Con Beach, provide plenty of recreational opportunities for young and old. The park features a quarter-mile-long boardwalk allowing visitors to take a stroll while enjoying a cool ocean breeze. Swimmers and surfers can hit the waves under the watchful eyes of county lifeguards. A nearby bathhouse and shower facility makes it easy to come and go from the beachfront. The park itself plays host to a series of shaded and unshaded picnic tables, many with adjacent barbecue grills, making it a great place for cookouts with family and friends. Or if you don't like to cook, nearby restaurants provide plenty of choices for food and drink. J.C. Park also features a sand-filled volleyball court and playground, complete with swings and monkey bars to keep the youngsters happy. J.C. Park and Con Beach, two of the most popular recreational stops in Indian River County.
Treasure Coast Travel Guide. A closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. Closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
Just south of the Merrill Barber Bridge, you'll find the 50 Park. Located along the banks of the Indian River Lagoon, Riverside Park not only plays host to the Center for the Arts, the Riverside Theater, and the Riverside Children's Theater, but it also is the site for several festivals and special events featuring everything from arts and crafts to antique cars. A stroll over a small footbridge leads visitors to Memorial Island, a special place set aside to honor those who paid the ultimate price for our freedom. Just south of Memorial Island, boaters can make good use of launching facilities. Visitors seeking exercise can enjoy a stroll or jog on a tree-lined trail in the stations for a full-body workout. Tennis players can enjoy a set or two on one of several lighted courts. Picnickers will find Riverside Park to be a fine spot, with several pavilions overlooking the Indian River Lagoon. Riverside Park, a great place to spend a day in Indian River County.
Welcome to the Treasure Coast Travel Guide. A closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. Closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
Citrus is king in Indian River County. 1/5 of the county's land area, some 16